Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to add titles and credits to your film. One way in a very simple, easy way, one way in a little bit more of a complex way, okay? So let's say my film is pretty much edited. What you want to make sure is that you've got everything's pretty much done. You got all of your effects in, you've got all of your cuts done. The one thing you don't have done at this point is the music. You don't have any music added in. Again, I emphasize this when I talk about how to add in music. Do not add in any music until you are done with everything, and that includes making titles or credits. Okay, very simply how we make some titles at the beginning of our movie. We just go over here to where it says make titles or credits. I'm going to click on that. And it should take us to any day now. There we go. It should take us to this menu where it says where do you want to add a title. There's a couple different options. You get title at the beginning of the movie, before the selected clip. When it means selected clip, it means whatever one's highlighted down here. Before the selected clip, on the selected clip, after the selected clip, or credits at the end of the movie. We're going to do title at the beginning just because we want a title slide at the beginning of our movie. Okay, so on here, we just kind of type in the text for our title. The title of this film is Perils of the Wilderness. Okay, and then before we want to click Done, Add Title to Movie, you want to take a look at changing the title animation or changing the text font and colors. This is the default, blue background, white letters. Probably don't want to do that in your film because I will take one look at that and go, you used all the defaults. So you want to make it a little bit more exciting than that, okay? So let's start with the text font and color, okay? Let's see here. You can decide on whatever font you want. The problem is when you change the font, it doesn't give you an example right here of the font, which is annoying because you have to kind of then go through every single one to try to find one that works for you, which kind of stinks. But you can just you can use the up and down keys also to just kind of scroll through all the different kinds of fonts you could use. So I'm going to go with, let's see here, I'll go with this one. What the heck? Poor Richard it's called, okay? And then the color background, you can change it to anything right here. There's all these different colors you could possibly use. If you go to define custom colors right here, it'll allow you to kind of use this hue instead to be able to come up with some sort of custom color that you want. You can also move this right here to be able to make it lighter or darker. Let's say I want mine to be like a tan kind of a color, like something like that. So I'm going to put, and then I'll click Add to Custom Colors, okay? And so since I want this color right there, I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to press OK, and it'll change the background to that. You can also change the color of the text right here. Change text color. Let's see here. I'll just use a standard one, right? So I'll just use black right there. There we go. Perils of the Wilderness. There's my title slide. Okay. You can also change the title animation as well. If we click on this, it shows us all the different kinds of titles that we could have. This one up here is just titles one line. It's pretty much the same thing as the one that says titles two lines down here. But you can just kind of scroll through and see which one you want. There are all different kinds of examples right here. You can do these. I like this moving titles layered. I think that one's kind of cool. So you can do all different kinds of possible title slides, including this one. So anyway, I think I'm going to use the exploding outline right here. What the heck? Once you've decided your what exactly you want it to be, you just press Done, Add Title to Movie, and it pops up right there. So now when we play, that's the first thing that we're going to see. And then it should go straight into the movie. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit here. Zoom in. Here we go. So let's say I wanted this title to be longer. what I can do is I can just go to the edge of this title slide right here, and it brings up this little red back and forth arrow. If I click on that, I can make the title slide shorter, or I can make it longer if I want to. So you can make it however long you want. Maybe you want it to coordinate to a certain amount of music or something like that. But that's pretty much how we make a title slide at the beginning of our film. If for some reason you wanted to have the title slide bring up the names of your actors or something like that in the beginning, all you really have to do is just add another title slide. You could go to Make Titles or Credits right here. We're going to do title after the selected clip because this one's selected right here. Title after the selected clip, and we could put starring Mitchell Whiteman. Done. Add title to movie. It brings it in right there, right after our title slide right there. It will automatically, when you go to add titles or credits, it will automatically do the same thing that your first one is. You can change it if you want to, but it'll automatically default to whatever your first title slide was. Okay, so I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete this. And now I'm going to show you how to make credits at the end. Credits at the end is really simple also. We just, again, go to Make Titles or Credits right here. And then we go to Add Credits at the end of the movie. In the top right here, we put whatever our title of our film is. So, Peril of the Wilderness. And, yeah, it should show us a preview right here. Okay, now I always forget which side is the actor and which side is the character. Let's check it out here. Let's write in Mitchell Whiteman Howard the Dragon. Let's see what it says. No, you want it to be the other way around. Okay, so you want this to be your actor to be on the right and your character to be on the left. So, sorry about that. I always forget that though. So now the character name is small and your actor's name is big. Okay, and it will scroll it like that. And again, you can change the animation. You can change the font and color. If I want to change title animation, there's certain different kinds of credits that you can do here. You can see here, scroll it side by side like that. You can mirror it. There's all different kinds of things you can do. So you can kind of, it'll bring it over to, it'll bring your video will play over here while your credits scroll over on the side over here. With this one, I think your, I forget where your video plays in this one, but you can play with it and take a look and see which one will work for you. Okay, so that's how you make credits. Pretty simple. Now let me show you how to make credits in a little bit more of an interesting way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create credits on top of the first part of the movie here, which is typically what you see when you go to a movie. When you go to a movie, you don't see a title screen pop up at the beginning. Very well, you will, but usually it's over a video that you're watching, okay? So this is the beginning of my movie right here. We're watching Mitchell right here, and it's just a close-up of his face, and then eventually it changes so we look at him a little bit more from the side like this. And then eventually we see him from the wide, and then Spencer comes in and pushes him off the bench right there. Okay, so let's say I want my title over that section right there, just because it just might be a little bit more interesting. We go to Make Titles or Credits right here, and we go Title on the selected clip. Okay, so what this will do is it will put the title over your video. You can do this for other things, like if you wanted to subtitle something, you can do titles on the selected clip, or if for some reason you wanted to show someone's name right below them or something like that, you can use this, okay? So, let's see here. I'm going to make my first one say, Advanced Drama Presents, just because it just be kind of interesting. To do that at the very beginning. Let's make it white. so that we can see it a little bit better. Typically, white's going to show up a little bit better on something like this, I think. We're also going to change the title animation so that it is just subtitled. Let's see here. Titles one line. There's one of them that says subtitle right there. And so this will just bring it up at the very bottom right here, okay? I'm also going to edit the text font and color one more time. I'm going to position it to the right. I'm going to right justify it just because, I don't know, I'm just trying to be artistic right here. You could left justify it, or you could put it in the center if you really want to, but I'm going to right justify it just because I think it would be interesting. So I'm going to press done, add title to movie. So you see now when I play this, that title is over the video. Okay? So I'm going to take a few moments here and I'm going to add in a few more of those here. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to add in a few more of them and then I'm going to show you the next step. Okay? So hang on. Okay. So I added a whole bunch. So now when I play this, it says Advanced Drama Presents a Spencer Reid film because he directed it, starring Mitchell Weitzman, Kristen Avalone, so on and so forth, all the way through listing all of the actors. You can see it's going through them all really quickly. So what I want to do is I want to make them a little bit longer. I want to make them long enough so that it lasts to the end right here, and then I'm going to put a different title slide at the end here, okay? So I'm going to make this longer, longer. You can also add in your name as editor if you wanted to at this point too. That should work fine. So typically when you write in a so-and-so film, it's whoever the director is. I'm going to add in one more. Put in. Here's done. That tells me in. And then I'll put this right here. Okay. So now when I play it, it will make it a little bit longer. Advanced Drama Presents. So now it looks kind of cool in that it's over the video that's going on. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is after this one, I'm going to because my opening kind of abruptly cuts from the opening to the very first scene right here. So I'm going to make one more title and credit after the selected clip. And I'm going to change the title animation. I'm going to make it a, what's that outline now? Exploding outline. Yeah, only I'm going to center justify it. Okay, done, add title to movie. Cool. So now my title credits look like this. Should be pretty cool. There's no music yet because we don't add in music until after all of our title slides are done. And it should be, I would of course add in some like cute funny music over this. Oh, you can't really see that right there, but that works for title credits. And then we go into the rest of our movie. So anyway, that's a couple different ways that you can make titles and credits and subtitles even in your movie. So enjoy!